Hafre Santiro, my name is Bonnie Gio Sagana, and for our ED315 Assistive Technology project, I decided to do the category of autism spectrum disorder, specifically talking about noise canceling headphones. So, for our table of contents today, we will be talking about what autism spectrum disorder is, defining what noise canceling headphones are, and also the definition of noise canceling headphones for ASD, the three types, the background, the usefulness, the purpose, how does it work, advantages and disadvantages, the costs. We're also going to be looking at top mainstream noise canceling headphones, also the top mainstream noise canceling headphones for individuals with ASD, accessibility, and lastly, who is the demographic of people who can use this technology? So, first, we're going to be talking about autism spectrum disorder. According to Hardman and others, autism spectrum disorder, also known as ASD, is a range of functions with a restricted and repetitive repertoire of behaviors, interests, or activities. Goncalves and Montero explained how individuals with ASD often have different sensory experiences, with one of the most common being auditory sensory experiences, where they may be certain reactions to sounds. There are other types such as tactile, vestibular, and also olfactory. Goncalves also explained what two types of responsivity there is. Hyperresponsivity is the distress and attention on different sounds, while hyporesponsivity is the lack of attention to particular sounds. Basically, hyporesponsivity is the total opposite of hyperresponsivity. So, what are noise canceling headphones? Noise canceling headphones, also known as isolating headphones or ANC, are specialized headphones that help decrease surrounding sounds. But ASD also defines it in their own terms. So, according to Advanced Autism Services, noise canceling headphones are an effective tool to reduce any audio sensory overload and loud ambient noises. Noise canceling headphones are especially critical in loud environments such as schools, events, or malls, and individuals with autism spectrum disorder are able to utilize different versions to cater to different needs or preferences. There are three types of builds for noise canceling headphones. The first one is in ear. It is basically inserted in the ear canal, featuring a smaller build to utilize in multiple instances like sleeping or jogging. And then the next one is known as over ear, which covers the entire ear, providing a large sound chamber. It's best for blocking out any complete noise, with it being suitable for long wear as it is seen as comfortable. An example of over ear headphones are the ones that I have over here. These over ear headphones are seen as very productive because it has a very strong cushion and also firm cushion that can be surrounding the ear. Lastly is the on ear, which is basically resting on the surface of the ear with a smaller stature than over ear headphones. It also has less coverage, but may be better for shorter period use and can be very portable. So now we're going to be talking about the person who created the first noise canceling headphones. It was created by a professor at the Massachusetts Institute of Technology, Dr. Amar Bose, on a flight that he took from Zurich to Boston in 1978. Dr. Amar came across the first generation of new headphones that were meant to take over another version known as pneumatic tube headsets, utilized in flight entertainment. It being Sony's first Walkman that weighed around or less than 2 ounces, straying away from the previous versions that weighed almost 2 pounds. On the plane, he slowly began to realize that the noise of the aircraft was far superior to the sound that the headset was producing, so he decided to sketch a version of the ANC on the plane that he would later pitch and develop with his team of engineers. Following the same rule of microphones taking in noise and utilizing electric signals to cancel the sound, it took over 15 years to develop and also spending over $50 million on research and development. It was pitched to Dick Rutan and Gianna Yeager, who were Voyager pilots, to utilize in the airplane because there was no insulation in it. Later proving to be a success, having pilots demanding the headset and being launched in 1989, becoming the first of its kind as an aviation tool. In 1993, it was tested in combat utilizing the Bose Combat Vehicle Crewman headset version. And then in 1995, the acoustic noise canceling headset Series 2 was awarded Product of the Year by AOPA. And then in 2013, Bose was tasked to create one of their noise canceling headphones for NFL. So now we're going to be moving on to the usefulness of noise canceling headphones. Noise canceling headphones proves to have many benefits. Individuals who can use this product can be people with or without special needs, including individuals with autism spectrum disorder of different ages, such as children and adults. It also has benefits for individuals with ASD, such as cutting down any distraction sounds and ambient noises. It increases attention span by removing distracting audio triggers, also enhancing concentration, alleviating any sensory overload while improving comfort and also promoting relaxation and even support rest based on Blossom ABA therapy. So, what is the purpose of this assistive technology? A lot of individuals may be struggling due to factors such as stress, distraction, ambience volume, overstimulation, and also sensory overload. So they might utilize this assistive technology to increase the following aspects such as focus, relaxation, comfort, concentration, and enjoyment. Fire and others conducted a 2019 study that examined the efficacy of noise canceling headphones on response for children with ASD, stating that this assistive technology has the ability to decrease any unwanted auditory stimulation for this demographic, specifically individuals who experience hyperacusis, which is basically a sensory overload for auditory responses. A 2021 scoping review of 13 different studies presented how noise canceling may have benefits to classroom experiences of both neurodivergent and neurotypical children, but there was not an adequate amount of information or research that led to concrete results, according to Kolwiek. Now we're going to be moving on to how does this actually work? According to Advanced Autism Services, there are three types. The first type being passive noise cancellation, which really depends on the actual construction of the headphones, such as picking the right materials and cushioning to physically block out sounds. So the second type is active noise cancellation, which is basically having extra microphones that are built into the headphones to capture the surrounding sound and producing anti-sounds. These anti-sounds are seen as the total opposite of the ambient sounds, so they can cancel it out. They can also turn it off or on when needed, and this process is known as destructive interference. Lastly, the more advanced type is known as adaptive noise cancellation. It utilizes factors such as algorithms and environmental sensors to survey surroundings to provide the best option of noise canceling, taking into consideration things like head movement, shape of the ear, and also shifting environmental factors. Like a lot of assistive technology, there are advantages and disadvantages. For the advantages, it serves different purposes such as music, relaxation, and we've also seen how it can be used in aviation and combat. It is also flexible in who can use it, not only for individuals with needs, but also for everyone else who wants to use it. It is relatively easy to purchase and it is accessible, and it also serves many benefits, such as an increase in concentration, rest, and other benefits. But there is some disadvantages that are seen, such as the lack of research to see the efficacy of this assistive technology. It can also be a bit pricey for good quality types of noise canceling headphones, and as you continue to use the technology, the performance might decrease. The one thing when you are utilizing noise canceling headphones that can be a disadvantage is unawareness of surroundings. Now, the big question is how much does this cost? Different online shopping platforms list different types of noise canceling headphones at different price points, ranging from as low as $15 to as high as $2,000 for the purchasable ones. One fun fact is Dragon 2025 stated that more professional and industrial use of noise canceling headphones can go up as high as $40,000, which can be seen in the photo to the right over here. So it really depends on the type of noise canceling headphones that you're going to get, the brand, and also the functions that it has. So now we're going to be talking about the top mainstream noise canceling headphones on the market now. This is based on a New York Times article, with the first one being the Sony WH-1000 XM6 that has a price point of $458, utilizing active and passive noise cancellation, and it is seen as an over-ear noise canceling headphone that offers OS agnostic voice activated assistance. But some flaws of this is that it's not adjustable in terms of the active noise cancellation. And then the next one is Earfun Air Pro 4. They have a price point that is around $50 to $60. It has both active and passive noise cancellation, and it is seen as an in ear earphone, having clear phone calls even in windy or noisy conditions. But there is a flaw with the design, as it may be seen to fall off very frequently. And then lastly is the Soundcore Space one, which has a price point of $90 to $100. It has active noise cancellation and it is seen as a over-ear headphone. It is seen as a budget noise canceling headphone with dual device connectivity and a 55-hour battery life. The flaw about this is that the voice sounds compressed and also the audio quality is not as good as the other types that I have listed. But what are some autism spectrum disorder noise canceling headphones that can be used? I was able to watch a video by Pediatric Constellations that talk about different headphones that can be used for individuals with autism spectrum disorder. The first one I was able to talk about and listen to was Alpine Headphones, which has a price point of $30. It utilizes passive noise reduction and it also has a high durability with an ease to cleaning it. And then the Pro Case headphones is seen as a cheaper option with the price point being $15, also using passive noise reduction with a moderate durability and having the best value to it. So now the reliability of the noise canceling headphones. Noise canceling headphones are seen as a very reliable tool for individuals and people with autism spectrum disorder, providing many benefits that could increase different aspects. Moeller does a great job in explaining that in order to continue this reliability and catering to the needs of individuals with ASD, there is a couple things to keep in mind to get the best quality based on the person's preferences, including noise cancellation quality, the comfort and fit of the headphones, how durable and safe it is, the ease of using it, and also if it is seen as wireless or a wired earphone. So now, are there places here in the CNMI that have this type of assistive technology? I was able to talk to 3 programs and see if they do have it, with the first one being the CNMI DD Council Assistive Technology Program. According to Mrs. Josephine Tudela, the program manager that I interviewed, they have Apple AirPods that support both active and passive noise cancellation. But something that is a clear misconception about CNMI DD Council is that they would lend these. That is not the case. They actually have a 42-day loan program to help individuals see if the tech is an effective assistive technology that they can use before purchasing it. So it's seen as a loan program instead of just giving the assistive technology to people that need it. So it is seen as a loan program where they are able to use it for a couple of days and weeks to see if it's effective for them to know if they want to purchase it on their end. And then the CNMI public school system, I had the chance to talk to Brent Espineta, a previous school counselor at the Colbertville Elementary School and also a product of School of Education. He stated that some schools have access to noise canceling headphones, but mostly schools with a higher budget. These schools include Marianas High School, Colbertville Elementary School, Garapan Elementary School, and others. And then lastly, I was able to talk to the Northern Marianas College Project PROA that offers several noise canceling headphones that students can use around the center. I interviewed Elvie Domingiano, a mentor at Project PROA, and she stated that it helps with muffling and blocking out surrounding sounds to help with focus and concentration, especially in loud environments. So here is a assistive technology that can be found at the Northern Marianas College Project PROA. This is a Anchor headphone that has active noise cancellation, meaning that you can turn it on or off when needed. So now, what is the demographic of people who can use this technology? Like I've mentioned, there is no specific demographic or requirement for using noise canceling headphones. This does not discriminate based on gender, age, or needs in other types of categories. But there are more likely target demographics like frequent travelers, students, musicians, and individuals with sensitive audio sensory systems that may use this assistive technology. As mentioned in the history of noise canceling headphones, careers with loud environments are likely to use this technology, such as aviation, combat, and also the NFL. But the one thing that I want you guys to take away from this project and this assistive technology that I'm presenting is that it has both practical and specialized benefits for people with or without special needs. It is seen as a flexible assistive technology for people to use to benefit them in different ways. So here are my list of resources that I utilized to gain more research about this assistive technology. It was such a fun way for me to learn more about autism spectrum disorder, noise canceling headphones, the history, and so much more. At the end, I also wanted to give a special thanks to so many people who have been a big part of this contribution. The CNMI Developmental Disabilities Council, Mrs. Josephine K. Tudela, CNMI Public School System, especially Brent Espineta and other educators, faculty, and staff, the Northern Northern Marianas College Project Proa, navigator and mentor Elvi Domingiano, for providing vital information to continue the knowledge on noise canceling headphones and assistive technology in general. Thank you guys so much, and I hope you guys enjoyed my presentation. Bye bye.